Hello, trading is closed on November 25th, 2019. Go over our calls, look for the pattern with the early high, that's it. Tomorrow's pattern also has an early high. The bulls needed to gap up, overcome resistance, but if they dropped right at the open, that was lights out. That was very negative. Well, we didn't drop right at the open. The bulls did what they had to do. We said absent an early drop, it tended to be a positive day. The high near the close. So that's what we wound up with. I had a system I was testing. Came up with November 14th for a top. That's here. I was willing to give it a couple of days. Not willing to give it a week and a half. So that system worked retrospectively at back testing, but didn't work in real time. During the day, MEJT identified all these moves as false and said they'd retrace. General idea is there's a way blue being here someplace. Number of numbers work, we just don't know which one is right. This B doesn't work anymore, but if you move it over to here, you can get A equal to C. But just because that works, it doesn't mean other numbers don't work too. I mean, if it works, here's the internal count. Again, if there's no count, you can say with some confidence the rally isn't over. If there's a count that works, you can't be certain some other count doesn't work too. This looks like a pretty serious break to me, but I said a number of times, until these lows fall, you just can't be sure that was it. And they never fell. Tomorrow's pattern has the early high, doesn't mean you won't gap down first. It should say gapped over strong resistance. Let's change it. I missed that when I proofread this. We had the day with open with its low bar closed at the high bar. That's a positive pattern. Unless you invalidate it by gapping down sharply, it should lead to higher prices. Doesn't mean you have to have a lower close. But when you gap over strong resistance, as we did, all you have to do is follow through by 1 cent. And if you gap down, it doesn't count. If you follow through by 1 cent, it typically means the rally isn't over. And as far as where it's going to end, we had some pretty good targets that didn't work. I can come up with some other ones, but I'm going to need more evidence than we have now. So, tomorrow's pattern has the early high. If you gap down smartly, I think we'll see higher prices. Doesn't have to mean there's a higher close, but that's pretty strong action today, and don't invalidate it by gapping down and holding it. I would expect to see follow through to the upside. And that's today's call.